How to report your taxes as an Uber driver. Hello and welcome to Driver to It. Bushy here, and today we're back with another handy tax and legal advice video for Uber drivers. So by now you're aware that Uber is a great opportunity for pretty much anyone to earn a couple bucks on the side. But we've got to make sure we report our taxes and do it in a strategic way. Knowing the rules, tips, and tricks can actually save you a lot of money. Number 1. This is a business. Be excited about that. Owning or operating a business is a great opportunity to take tax write-offs and access incentives available to employers and self-starters. I know some of you that have been W-2 wage earners for years. This is maybe going to freak you out a little bit, but stick with me here. You're not going to get a W-2, but we're going to talk about some of those issues later here in a moment. Again, you got to remember, this is a business and you collect your revenue. You're going to report taxes on it, but you also get tax deductions as a business owner. So we're going to be going over that, but again, keep in mind, it's a business. Number 2, track your expenses. You need to track your expenses. Track all your expenses related to this business as an Uber driver. We're talking about writing off the vehicle itself, but I also want you writing off cell phones and dinner meetings with other Uber drivers as you strategize. Write off any training meetings you were going to or anything related to your car, little apps or the cleaning of your car, even the value-added services you offer. That complimentary water you hand to your guests, that's a tax deduction right there. Maybe you even need a home office and a computer and smartwatch to get better or faster to your bookings. So this is a great opportunity to track all those expenses now so that when you meet with your accountant at the end of the year, you can bring all these expenses out, see what trimming needs to be done and what can be claimed against your tax return. I don't want you to get too aggressive, but if you don't write down these expenses, you're gonna miss them. So maybe having a separate business bank account or at least tracking a certain credit card that you use for business expenses is a good idea. Or even just your regular checkbook and debit card. The point is to track everything. If you're computer savvy, put it on an Excel spreadsheet if you have to. This is basic organization and bookkeeping that will benefit you not just in business management, but in all areas of your life. Number 3. Writing off your automobile. Now this is a big topic in itself, and we'll be releasing more videos around just this point alone. But there's a ton of options when it comes to writing off your car. Whether you're leasing or doing mileage or actual, there's lots of options. But let me just give you the two main ones so you can start thinking about it. Number 1 is mileage. You can do mileage and it's a great way to take write-offs in a very simple way. You're going to track your miles as you drive for Uber. There's going to be easy reports to track, how many times you drove for Uber, and maybe there's some extra driving around there you'll put in your tax return. But you're going to track personal miles separate from your business miles. Get a good app or a handy notepad along with you and keep it in the glove box when you fill up with gas. Something. But mileage is your first option and typically going to be your best, especially with the car. Number 2 is actual. Your other option is going actual, where you depreciate the car itself. Now, if you're buying a brand new car, there's some bonus depreciation there, and if you use the car more than 50% for Uber driving or any other business that you may have, then it makes depreciation a much better write-off as well, where you actually depreciate the car and then you write off gas and repairs and fuel maintenance and all those other little things. So when you go with mileage, I don't care who pays for the gas. You're just going to do mileage. But when you go actual, they have to track all those expenses that you're paying for when you're driving the car. It could even be a lease payment, so study up on that. The auto deduction is a powerful one as an Uber driver. And finally, we have to talk about number 4, which is withholdings. Ultimately, we got to think about paying the tax on the net income that we'll be making. Remember, you're not an employee anymore. No one's withholding from your paycheck. You got to withhold from yourself now. You just need to do some basic estimates, and maybe you're going to make quarterly deposits or annual deposits with your extension or with your tax return. But you've got to come up with something because you don't want to get blindsided at the end of the year. I usually recommend to clients to set up a separate savings account just to put some tax money away, and then do quarterly deposits as you work with your accountant to get a good system going. Now, the estimate can dramatically vary from person to person, but I generally recommend that you look at your sales, look at your expenses, and kind of estimate how much you're netting on paper each month. Then take 20% of that and set it aside. Now, your tax rate could be a little higher or a little lower than that, but at least you're setting aside 20% as a ballpark figure just to kind of get rolling. So don't forget about quarterly deposit as an important part of the piece. Bottom line, being an Uber driver is a great opportunity to make money, save taxes, and better live that American dream. I'm so excited with opportunities like this for people to dip their toes into entrepreneurship and start a small business like this. Use this as an opportunity as you're driving around in your car to think about other businesses you might want to start. Keep living the dream, people. It's real, and being an Uber driver is a gateway drug to living the entrepreneurship dream. Thanks for watching, and if you learned something today, there's a lot more where that came from. Subscribe to the Driver to It YouTube channel or visit our website at www.driver2it.com. Like, share, and comment if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.